Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to the class. Today we'll proceed with the same topic, that is parts of speech from grammar for class 4th onwards, and I'm your class teacher Darkshan Dildar. So let's begin with adjectives today. An adjective is a word that gives us information about a noun or a pronoun. So have a look at this sentence. They drive an amazing big red sports car. So here the noun that we are interested in is car. Car is a noun. So you can identify all of the adjectives that give information about car. Well, if you said amazing big red sports, you are correct. Amazing, because all of these are adjectives, and if you look at them closely you will realize that these give us answers to questions like what color and what size, what type, etc. The adjective amazing gives us the answer to the question what is your opinion of a car. Now if you ask me what's your opinion of the car, I would say it's amazing, because that is also in the sentence. So what size of the car? It's big. What's the color? It's red. And what type of car is it? It is a sports car. Okay, now that's all great, but I don't know if you noticed that there is actually one more adjective in the sentence, and that is the word an. Now the words a, an and the are called articles, as you know in the English, and articles are also adjectives because they give us information about the nouns that come after them. So in this sentence, for example, we know that they drive one car. We know that because we said an amazing big red sports car. So remember that adjectives give us information about noun and pronouns and answer questions like what type, what color, what size, etc. Hope you're getting. Hope these adjectives are clear to you. Now let's move to adverbs. But what are adverbs? Now when I learned grammar in school, I was taught that adjectives give information about nouns and adverbs give information about verbs. And in fact a lot of teachers still teach it that way, but the thing is that's only half correct, because an adverb can give you information about a verb, but it can also provide you the information about an adjective and even other adverbs. So these are really talented words and they can do a lot of things. So an adverb usually answers questions like when, why, how, in what way, etc. So let me show you a sentence so you can see all different things that adverbs can do. You can see in the image, yesterday evening we walked somewhat slowly in a very beautiful garden. So in this sentence the first adverb is yesterday evening. That shows us when the action happened. Actually the action happened here is walked. That is the verb. There is another adverb here, slowly, that shows us how the action happened. How did we walk? We walked slowly. So both yesterday evening and slowly tells us about the verb walked. But notice, you can further ask, how slowly did we walk? Did we walk very slowly or little slowly? The answer is somewhat slowly. So here is another an adverb. Somewhat means something like little. So now you observe that somewhat actually is giving us information about slowly. How slowly? Somewhat slowly. So that's an adverb that gives information about another adverb. And there is yet another one very. This adverb is giving us information about beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective. So you see all the different kinds of things that adverbs can do. Verb, adverb, adjective. So alright, I hope you got the adverbs. Now let's move to prepositions. Prepositions are words like in, on, at, by, from, with, before and after. And these words help us to show relationships in time, place and position. For example, here is a common thing that we say to people whom we know a lot. That is by. Okay. I'll see you at the office on Monday. So there are two prepositions in this sentence. Can you say which those are? The prepositions are at and on. The first preposition at shows us the place where at the office. And the second preposition on shows us the time when on Monday. So that's what prepositions do. They help us to show relationship with time, place and position. Now students sometimes confuse prepositions with conjunctions, but these are very different. Conjunctions are words like and, but, or, so, because, and they help to connect ideas. For example, let's look at the image which says Clara and Jasmine are best friends. So can you say which the conjunction is? The conjunction is and it helps to connect Clara and Jasmine, both of which are noun. But conjunction can even connect sentences. For example, Clara, for example, I didn't go to school today because I don't feel very well. So here there are two sentences, we call them clauses. The second clause, I don't feel very well, is the reason, and the first clause, I didn't go to school today, is the result. So conjunction here is because, and it shows us the reason and the result relationship. Notice that we can also say, I don't feel very well today, so I didn't go to school. In this case, the conjunction would be so. Alright. So I hope you must have understood conjunction. So the last part of speech that we will look at is the interjection. And they are the words that have no real meaning, but they help us to show certain emotions or exclamation. For example, the interjection wow shows excitement, surprise or amazement. The interjection shows frustration or anger. Like if I'm trying to open a jar of cookies or a jar of pickles, but I can't open it. So I might say and I just can't do it. That shows I'm angry or frustrated. So some other common interjections are ouch, oops, hey and hi. These last two words are used when we meet someone or we have to call someone. For example, I can say hi, how are you? Or hey Alia, over here. Look, I'm standing over here. So I want to call out Alia. Just remember, interjections, they are used more commonly in speech and not so much in writing. And when we write them, we usually put exclamation mark. Alright, so these were the 8 parts of speech. Let's do a quick recap of all we have learned from this. We started with the verb. The verb is a word that shows some action or a state, that is situation. A noun is a person, place, animal, thing, feeling or idea. A pronoun replaces a noun. We use pronouns so that our speech is not repetitive and sounds more natural. Adjectives are words that give us information about the words like noun or pronoun, and they can answer questions like what kind, how many, what color, etc. Adverbs give us information about verbs, adjective, or even other adverbs also. Prepositions are words that help us to show relationships in time, place, and position. Conjunction are words like and, before, etc. and they help us to connect ideas. Those can be noun or they can even be whole sentences. You can connect any two ideas in a conjunction. Finally, interjections. Interjections are words with no real meaning. They help us to show exclamation or certain emotion. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you in the next lesson. Till then, thank you.